Hi guys, my baby is 6 months old when you're watching this. I can't believe it. Half a year just gone. I can't. Emotional. Okay. I posted back in December our birth story. Today I'm going to review that video and fill in any blanks of the story. So let's get going. So yeah, we're having a baby on Saturday. Hi friends, and welcome to our birth story. So today is November 6th, the day after our due date. We had a doctor's appointment today, and because I have a herpes outbreak right now, as well as Ryder being so big, we were offered to have a cesarean. So I have HSV2, and this outbreak was 3 weeks long. And I was taking my medicine as I should have, and it was not going away. So a C-section was just meant to be. We talked to the surgeon today about like the risks and all of our options and our concerns, and we ended up all deciding that a C-section is the best for us. On Saturday the 9th at 10 a.m. is when I'm going to have my C-section. So because this is a schedule, so I'm gonna get so emotional watching this, just thinking back to those exact moments, like in the intro when it says we're gonna have a baby on Saturday. Like, it was so surreal. My whole pregnancy felt surreal. Like, I very much had symptoms, obviously, and all these different things, but it didn't feel real. And actually, I'm gonna go a little bit deeper into my thoughts and feelings about pregnancy to 6 months on my other channel. So if you want to, please go check that out, because it's gonna be more of a serious mental health type of conversation. But it was just so surreal, and I couldn't believe it was actually happening, especially after my miscarriage, like that we're actually gonna have a baby, and am I ready for that? And how do you do that? Like, I don't feel like a mom, so how are we, like, there was a lot of thoughts and emotions going into that, and still in this moment that we're watching, like, I still didn't have a really good grasp on reality at this point. C-section. We did get labs done that need to be done within 72 hours of the C-section, just in case I need a blood transfusion. They have like all the information of what kind of blood, blah, blah, blah. Oh, and if he decides to come any earlier, if I have any sort of contractions or my water breaks or anything, then we're gonna go in and have a C-section. More on that later, because as we all know, he decided to come a day early, and there was some tea that was happening, and man, mama was pissed in there. But we're gonna hope he holds out till Saturday now, just so that it's scheduled, it's not in a rush, it's not a panic, and we can just do it safely. That's the beginning part. Let's see what the next part brings. They gave me a packet of like pre-care stuff. They also gave me some soap that I need to use. So I need to take 3 days worth of showers. So tonight, tomorrow night, and then the morning of the surgery. So I'm gonna wash my hair and my face with my stuff, and then I have to wash with the medicine soap from my neck to my toes, but extra cleaning where the incision will be. I'm tired already. And it's kind of already, I don't feel as nervous as I thought I would, but. Which is strange because I'm nervous watching this happen. It's so weird. But yeah, I washed my hair this night because look how greasy it is. I washed my hair, washed my face, got everything washed up. I was doing this just to the T. The soap has such a distinct smell. Like, I still have it in the shower. I can still smell it, like, ugh. Other smells, metallic, metal, blood. I still smell it, like, to this day. Can just, okay, anyways, I'm jumping ahead. Still 2 days away, so we'll see. He would get so active at night. I had to get up.
I can't sleep because Mr. Man has been going crazy for like 2 hours.
Yeah, I think that I could not sleep. I had the hell of a time. I think that I may have fell asleep for like an hour, and then I got up at probably fucking 3 o'clock in the morning and couldn't get back to sleep until like Ty went to work. Like, I was up all night, and it was so strange. And this is the next morning.
Friday the 8th, and I am feeling some pains. I don't know what kind of pains, because being a first-time mom, I don't know what contractions feel like. So I called.
And I never want to feel them again.
Called, and I'm waiting for the nurse to call me back to say whether we should go in or not. But it is 10 o'clock on Friday, which means, regardless, in 24 hours, we will be having a baby. I'm waiting for the nurse to give us a call back.
So by this point, I'm probably going to say it right now. By this point, it felt like gas, and I went to the bathroom a few times. Nothing was happening. So I called Ty. He told me to call the nurse. The nurse would call me back, blah, blah, blah. In that time, I called Ty back, and I said, you need to leave. She hasn't called me back to say whether or not, but I feel like we're having a baby today, and I need you home. So he came home. When I initially called, I was told to monitor my contractions as well as baby movement. So I was laying in bed in pain, writing everything down. I had the stopwatch on my phone going. I'm just waiting for Ty to get home because it was so bad. I hate it. I never want to feel contractions again. And I only had them for what, like 5 hours? Oh, hell no.
I did not get to sleep until like 3 a.m. I just felt off all night.
I thought I woke up at 3 a.m.
I feel like getting up right now, but I have to go to the bathroom. I told Ty to come home because the pains are getting a little bit more intense. So I think we're probably going to go in, and that means we're going to have a baby today. Ooh. So we just did our hour of monitoring our contractions.
Okay, so the nurse had called me back. This nurse. So I told her the circumstance. I told her that I had an HSV outbreak, that the second I had felt a contraction, I was supposed to go in. However, I don't know what a contraction feels like, so I just was wondering if that's an actual contraction. It literally makes my blood boil. Blood boil, not boil. She just told me that I needed to monitor it. So I was like, okay. And so I kept like letting her know, but this is what I was told by our doctor and blah, blah, blah. And she still just didn't care. And I get it. I get that she's probably used to a lot of new moms like freaking out, needing to come in when really they need to stay home. But I was telling her about the circumstances and what the doctor had said, and she was still acting that way. It pissed me off because I didn't feel valued at that point, and I was gonna be extra pissed off had something happened and Ryder came out and had to come out naturally because she said I had to wait. Oh my God, I was so beyond pissed. It's my son's health at risk at that point.
And the nurse called us back, and she said to not go in yet. So Ty is making me food because I'm starving.
Oh, that's the other thing. So I asked her because I hadn't eaten all morning. So while we were doing the monitoring, we called back. She was like, no, it's fine. And of course I'm going to trust the medical professional that's telling me, even though I was told something different, because I don't know. Next time I'm going to be more assertive and have my boundaries because that was fucked up. Pardon my language. So I asked her if I could eat something or if I should wait, and she's like, no, it's fine. Go ahead, eat something. So Ty is making me waffles here. It's like noon. Keep that in mind.
Ty is gonna get everything ready. Look at him. He's just the best. Thank you, baby. Yeah, so until we know more.
For me, eating, this has been about 2 hours, I'd say. I was in so much pain. I am sure that I would have had to I was having back labor because my back was so intensely in pain. Ty had to do counter pressure on my back every time. So by this point, I went to the bathroom and the rest of it came out. And I was just like, So I called the nurse back and I said, listen, the rest of my mucus plug just came out. Again, just to reiterate, I'm having an outbreak. I am supposed to have a C-section. I was told by my doctor that the second I feel a contraction to come in. I am in so much pain. I need to come in. That fucking nurse had the audacity to say,
well, I don't think you should come in, but I guess you can, but they'll probably just send you home.
Excuse you? Fine, there's my go-ahead. I'm gonna come in. I should have come in anyways. Before this belly shot happened, I was standing in the hallway after I got up from the bathroom, knowing that we could go in, but just crying because I was in so much pain. And then the stress from this lady telling me and being rude to me, like, it was so unbelievably, it was just shitty. And then Ty came over because I think I started having a contraction again, so I'm crying on top of that. It was the worst. Amongst all the pain, I still wanted a final belly picture. Okay, come on. We got to triage. We told them the situation. They checked me and they're like, yeah, good thing you came in, which solidified the fact that that I was right and that stupid nurse was wrong. Totally not, still bitter 6 months later. Yep, we're gonna get you ready, but when's the last time you ate? Oh, okay, so we have to wait 8 hours. So we have to wait till 8 o'clock. And mind you, it's like 3:34ish maybe? Oh, I have to wait a long time before I can get this thing out of me. That means I have to feel this kid for a lot longer. So they gave me some fentanyl to try and take the edge off. It's supposed to last an hour. Mine lasted maybe 15 minutes before. I definitely felt more relaxed, that's for sure, but I could still feel all of the pain. They brought me up to the room to just start prepping because the plan was they were going to give me an epidural to kill the pain for the 4 hours that was remaining, or 3 hours. So we got up to the room and the anesthesiologist came in, and the anesthesiologist was like, listen, so I feel comfortable doing the surgery early. I don't feel like anything bad will happen even though you've eaten. How about we schedule it for 6 o'clock? And that way we can just do a spinal. You don't have to keep a needle in your back, and it will just be a lot better for you to just get a spinal instead of an epidural. I was like, okay, whatever, cool. Sounds good to me. If I don't have to have a needle in my back, perfect. Then it was just Dave, our labor and delivery nurse, me and Ty. When we got to triage, I was about 1 centimeter dilated. In 2 hours, I was 3.5 centimeters dilated, and my bag was bulging. They're like, okay, so we can do this sooner. By now, it's like 5:30. So they're like, okay, you're going, we're getting the baby out. Awesome. So they have Ty go to gowned up, and I went in to get spinal. It was going to be about 15 minutes before they were going to let Ty in the room. So they gave me the spinal, and it was magical. Felt so good. so relieving. I was scared of it, and it like instantly the pain melted away. I could relax. So I'm laying on the bed, everyone's getting ready, and Dave was really the only one next to me, and he was keeping an eye on Ryder's heart rate, and his heart rate had dropped to 90. So I remember him saying that, and I wasn't too concerned. I hear heart rate's at 60, and so now I'm starting to panic a little bit because Ty's not there. So we had a scheduled C-section to a non-scheduled C-section, and now it's officially an emergency C-section because we need to get the baby out, and we need to get the baby out now. Dave leaves to go get Ty. The anesthesiologist is the only support I have. So he's in my face asking me how I feel. Said I feel scared. He actually said, me too. And he goes, wait, no, that's not what I meant. And I was like, okay. He goes, is there anything I can do to help you? And I go, well, what if I'm not numb yet? He goes, I'm going to put you to sleep if you can still feel. So don't even worry about it. And I said, okay. He's So he knows that he's my support. He's like, I'm going to be up here with you the whole time. Don't worry about it. So he's like as far away, but still trying to console me, touching my shoulders. Like, it's okay. I'm here if you need me. She squeezed my stomach. I didn't feel anything. Cut me open, and boom, the baby's here. From Ty's perspective, the nurse came to get him, told him that the baby will probably be out by the time he gets in there just because of what happened. His heart rate was dropping. And so Ty said the second he walked in the door, Ryder was up. And so it's a little sad that he missed it, but I'm getting so emotional. Oh my God. I wasn't even this emotional when it was happening. I remember hearing him cry, and oh my God, I'm such a big baby. And hearing the nurses and doctors, oh my God, he's big. He's a big boy. Oh, he tried to pee on me. Oh, he's peeing on himself, which made me laugh. Ty was there, and then they're like, oh, Daddy, come over. They were doing like the weight. Ty said he turned around because at this point, I have all my guts on top of me. If you don't know what a C-section is, look it up. They take everything out. So Ty said, because he didn't want to see anything like that, he said he turned around and he just saw all my insides on the outside of me, and he couldn't look away. It's like a train wreck. You just can't look away. Like, so then they were sewing me up. Ryder was born at like 5:56, I believe is his birth time. And then they put Ryder on my chest, which was sweet. So I have this big chunky boy. It was so surreal, so freaking surreal to see him on me. Like, this was inside of me. This is my kid now. This is real. Like, this is the creature you have to keep alive. I remember telling the doctor, the surgeon, that all the weight of my organs on my chest was really soothing and really comfortable. And she goes, you're literally the only person that has ever said that. The sensation of having the weight on you is like a weighted blanket, and it was really calming. So after that, we went into the recovery room. By this point, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, my brother-in-law, my youngest sister-in-law, and my mom and my dad, I think, were at the hospital. But we had to stay in the recovery room for 2 hours to make sure everything was good. So we had the baby. He was on me most of the time. It was my first time like trying to breastfeed, which was an experience.
So we ended up going in, and my contractions were getting worse and worse. So originally they had my C-section for 8 o'clock that night, and then they bumped it up to 6, and then eventually turned
story time.
it into 5:30 because my contractions were getting so bad. And so here, I introduce to you Ryder James. He was 10 pounds, 5 ounces, 21 3/4 inch long, born at 5:56 p.m. on 11/8/19. Get it? 11 plus 8 equals 19.
So my friend Sarah, when she was guessing when he was going to be born, she said November 8th, 2019, because of math. So that's all her. Had she not said that, I wouldn't have known this.
Math. It is almost 5 o'clock.
This is 5 o'clock in the morning.
We've just been
literally was awake all night in the hospital. I felt high the entire time. I thought it was the drugs. No, it was the non-sleeping. For me, like the stress of like, is he still breathing? Is he okay? Oh my God. Like all these worries just came crashing down. And so sleeping was very hard.
And enjoying being a little family. We finally got into our room after recovery around 9:30 last night, and I had a few family members. Now we're doing skin to skin and relaxing. His blood sugar's been low because he's a bigger baby, so need to feed him soon. Look how cute he is. Just look at him. Just want to jump on and say, here he is. All right, Daddy, how do you feel?
Ty kept having him on his chest like that, and it would like freak me out. Because Ryder had a strong head. He could lift his head up and move it side to side. Like, not for very long, but he still had a strong neck. Like, what? We finally got breastfeeding down, so that's my nipple covered up. Yeah, that freaked me out. Because my husband is a heavy sleeper.
Baby Ryder's first car ride.
So I got so emotional in this little sequence because it's his first. His first day was emotional. Now it's his first car ride. Like, this can never be undone. Like, oh my gosh, your mom brain goes so stupidly crazy.
We're bringing a baby home.
And that's when it probably got more real, because you don't have a nurse with you. You don't have anybody. You just have you and your husband and your baby. So now you have to, like, get a schedule going.
Oh, yeah.
You have to learn how to live together. You're officially a family.
Enjoy the ride, baby. You're going home.
His little sounds. It was such a cold night.
We're home. You so excited? Yeah. Daddy's getting the door open for us. So excited to have you. Welcome home. Welcome home, buddy.
Those sounds.
Yeah, we'll get you fed.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. On A Girl Who Despises Driving, I'm doing... It's going to be very open and honest about my feelings during pregnancy and my mental state and being a parent for the first 6 months. So definitely check that out. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Sam, and I'm simply doing the things I need to do, want to do, or things that I think would be fun and bringing you along with me. Okay, bye.